Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into Flying with Mike. Hey, it's a great day to fly. We are out in London's Heathrow Airport. And bear with me 1 second. And as you'd expect, a bit on the busy side. I know y'all are going, well, we can't tell that. So there you are. We've got several aircraft all over the place. We've got what you'd expect here at Heathrow. Pretty busy scene. Not as busy as the real, but for VATSIM, it's always pretty hopping here. Today, we're going to kick off the next, and we'll call it season, of an amazing race. The show that we kind of tag along behind them. We don't want to give away too much of the actual TV show. Hang on a second. I just realized I forgot to do something. There we go. So it's a TV show here, The Amazing Race. Forget what season they're in right now, but it's basically a European race where they're racing pretty much and staying in Europe. Big Brother, or yeah, Big Brothers, a lot of them there. I forgot the Survivor, I think, was it? Anyway, the 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 part that's hard for some to swallow is they're all reality. One of each of the team's contestants were reality stars, TV stars. So, but you know, it's still interesting, still fun to watch, still enjoying to watch them in the challenges. And this race kicked off like the last one where they landed. They didn't start per se where we're headed, Amsterdam. They actually came into Amsterdam. Once their feet touched the ground, the race was on. They got to a general gathering point, and that's when the official start happened. Kind of fun to watch that as well play out, but anyway, we're going to kind of follow them through Europe. Now, mind you, a lot of what they do probably could be done by train, but we're going to fly it. So our first leg, their first leg, was into Amsterdam. We're in Heathrow. Now, there were reports of seeing these contestants leaving LA, leaving Detroit. I don't know if I heard of any leaving New York City. I'm sure they did. But again, once in Amsterdam, and I don't know what they did behind the scenes to make it happen, that's when they started off on their first or second challenge, first challenge to lead to the challenges thereafter. And then they gathered at a rally point, and that's when Phil, the commentator, the man behind, one of the men behind this great TV reality, let's be real, sends them on to the rest of the race. So we're doing that. We're going to get them to Amsterdam, and then we'll take off from there at a later date to their next point, and so on down the line. It's actually been pretty interesting to watch. Not much for me to report to you here. Hang on a second. Yeah, I am on Unicom. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Didn't think I was on ground yet, because they may change things up on me. That's why I'm kind of holding. But anyway, we're in this ToLiss A320 XP12.3.0. The weather does not look frightful today, as it was with the KC-46. Wow, would that have been such a great flight with the radar working, but it wasn't. And boy, did that turn into a wild approach. But today, it's the A320 CEO, stands for conventional engines, meaning the CFMs and the IAEs, not the LEAP type, more, dare I say, fuel efficient. Okay. All right. So that's where we're at now. I'm going to go ahead, get us into the cockpit. We'll get our initial brief done here, and then we'll come up on VATSIM. Well, we are on VATSIM. Strike that. We already are. And we'll get our clearance from Clarence and proceed with the remainder of the checks. So hang on a second here. Okay, fuel looks good. Doors. Oh, we need to kick away. We're going to go ahead and kick away the caterers. Let's just go outside again, and great animation here, I must say. Great animation. And we'll kind of watch in the background as one of the 777s start pushing back. By great animation, the only thing I have to kind of giggle at with ToLiss, there's no one driving the vehicles. They're all autonomous. Did you not know? God help us if they're autonomous at an airport like this. No, seriously though, the animations are amazing. Oh, I just realized something that should not be there. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. We had if we'd have been one spot over, that would have been perfect. Oh, it's an 777-300. But anyway, they have the leveling feet go down with the air stairs. They rise, they settle, feet go down to step. Just a good attention to detail, and I like that. Except for the fact they forgot to put drivers in them. You know, that probably was just one too many textural elements that sent frame rates all over the place. I doubt it. So, but anyway, welcome aboard British Airways 407. We are in stand 552, and we're getting ready to do the first kind of arrival to the amazing race in Amsterdam. Not sure if any came out of London or not. Inquiring minds would like to know. So anyway, let's get finished here with our prelims, and then we'll get ready to get our clearance. Matter of fact, we'll get that set now. Let me flip over 121.905. One good, but yep, could be bad. Oh, we don't have a tower here. Oh, so they're going to put us over to approach. Okay, I see what they're doing. I thought we did when I came on. Oh well, we are in what I like to call prime time for the area we're flying. What do I mean by prime time? During the week, this is when everyone in Europe is getting home or is home, finishing up their meal, and then relaxing, doing whatever games or TV they like to watch, just like we do in the United States here. You know, you figure 3, 4, 5 o'clock in your time zone, same thing's happening, and then we start. If you watch the online activity in the US, it bumps up greatly because of that. So same thing happens here in Europe, just about 5, 6 hours for my time zone earlier. All right, so let's get to work here. We'll finish it up. We've already got the APU on. It's up and running, so we'll switch over to it. And we'll leave the fuel pumps on for now. We've started boarding. Probe heats off. Air conditioning panels all white. Temperature set. Gen 1 and 2 on. Their lights are on. Electrical panel looks good. And the ventilation panel looks good. All right. Now, I am going to go ahead and start the initialization of the IRS. The alignment process. Some would love to do that in the real world. I don't recommend it. Tune up the ILS if you, or the IRS. All right, now we have the data display up here in status because there you go. It tells you in the ECAS right here, IRS in 7 minutes to align. So what we're going to do is come down, click it, reset where it's at, check everything. Okay, it's 29th of October is when we'll start looking for the next one. We'll click that, initialize, and if you've set your aircraft to SimBrief, all you got to do is click init request. You can also do it through data. We'll do that on a flight here soon. I was gonna think about doing it, and well, you know how it goes. Mind is kind of short-minded. All right, we'll clear, and we'll clear. All right, now when you see the coordinates here, you can set the coordinates here to your gate, but if you don't click the align, it'll bring the chords up and then you'll continue from there. So let me bring in charts. I highly recommend charts. They really help folks, and help the controllers, so when they tell, and keep them up to date. Because when controllers tell you to fly specific approaches, they're hoping you have the right chart on board. They don't like vectoring, especially in the high volume areas like London, Amsterdam, Frankfurt, LA, New York, Boston, and there's Japan, Tokyo, Singapore. They're very heavy traffic areas. You having correct charts and loaded correctly helps them immensely. All right, so as you can see where we're parked, you can see all the aircraft here, and there's some down here too, I believe. But anyway, let's get to the coordinates. Zoom it in, it helps. What I do is bring it, oh, we need to come a little, there we go. Mine's the bottom one. So 5128.2 north, 5128.3, right, is what it's showing. We need 0.2. Whoop, right, 0.2, 28.2, 28.2 north. Perfect. Okay, now we'll go over to the longitude. Get that set right. 28.6. Okay, 28.6. Okay, so we have 5128.2, 5128.2 north, double or triple lot, 0 by the way, 28.6 west longitude. Now you just click IRS, it's aligning. When it gets to 7 minutes, you may get to see it kind of, you saw it on one of the flights, bring it right in. We'll go to winds next, request them. All of this can be done. I'll show you real quick here. Okay, clear, return. All right, if you go to data, ACARS print, and then function, go to the next one. All this will do is print it on your printer. Then you can request this data and you're good to go, including your takeoff, but we'll get to that in a minute. All right, so we are ready to go. I'm going to go back to the init page and now get rid of charts for the moment. Bring in Sim Toolkit, our official scorekeeper. By score, I mean how we land. You'll see more when we get on the ground in Amsterdam parked. I go through it. It'll show you how in-depth the landing report is. And I actually take that and try to improve. Although many flights, it doesn't look like I learned a doggone thing. So, all right, so you can see what we have ahead of us. We have approach, a lot of aircraft lined up on 9 left. But we're going to head up here. We got center, approach, tower, and ground. Last I checked, full stack down into Amsterdam. All right, we're going to go here to the load sheet. We're planning roughly 39,198 pounds of payload. That's 179 people. Call it a full load, folks. Headed back to Amsterdam or going to Amsterdam for their holiday. We're going to be using 9 right and Amsterdam 3-6 right for the arrival. These are currently what we're hoping for. Not sure what ground will do to us, or unless a delivery comes up in changing any of this. Cruise will be 27,000 and cost index 1.5. Let me make sure I don't have any steps. It doesn't appear, but I always like to double check. Nope, 27. It's only 231 miles. I can pretty well, it's probably pretty good. That'll get a little bit of a cruise out of it before we got to descend into Amsterdam. And I forgot to start VATSIM. Oh, that's not where I wanted it. Hang on. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Now I'm on the right page. And then do a little bit that I didn't do. There we go. All right, and over here, everything looks good. All right. One more, and yeah, there are no step climbs. So 27's our final. Now, let's go to the weather, which 9 out of 10 times I can never get this kind of weather in Europe. It's been corrected, still east to northeast wind 040 at 5. No sky condition reported. It's dark. Okay, we'll give them that. It's 15 degrees here in London. For us in the US, that translates to 59 degrees. Down or over across the channel to Amsterdam, winds are 340 at 9. Again, a good reason for the 3.6s. Light drizzle. Ceiling is right now 1,200 feet. Our aircraft can 0-0 land, so we're good. Drizzle broken to 800 feet, so we'll have to see how that plays out up there. Currently, ooh, why don't we have an ATIS for here? I thought we did. Huh. All right, Amsterdam has one. We'll see if we get one out of Heathrow here in a minute. Hope you read it. And like I said, we're already on VATSIM, so let's get ready to get our clearance. Now, I said I was going to do one more thing over here. A little out of the checklist I run, but you'll see why. Because it's up, and that's why I do it. I just do my weight check, 134.5, 134.7. Let's definitely add the 200 pounds. Now, 28.1, that's good. We'll just go 28.1. Clicking in. Currently, we'll put, I think we have, let's just look at the gauge real quick. 11.8. That's good. All right, so numbers changed ever so slightly, but overall we got a good run. We are headed to Brussels if we have to divert to our alternate. All right, let's come back, and our route is ready. However, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. And let's get our clearance from Clarence. 121,905. Heathrow, ground Speedbird 407, stand 552 with weather information. Sorry, forgot the letter. Request clearance to Amsterdam as filed. Helps to hit the right key, folks. Okay, Speedbird 407 cleared via the Brookman 6 Charlie departure, or sorry, correction, 6 Kilo. And what was the squawk one more time? Okay, Brookman Park 7 Juliet, is that what you said? And 7501 for Speedbird 407? Okay, 6 Juliet. Okay. Every time I seem to get a clearance, they always change it on me. That's why I wanted to make sure. All right, thank you, sir. We'll call for which way? For taxi? Okay, 1031, and we'll recheck November. Speedbird 407. Just want to... I got into a lot of trouble up in Manchester, so I definitely want to make sure everything's right. BPK, that's what I filed, by the way. 6 Brookman Park. All right, so let's bring charts back in. We'll do a quick look at this. What he's wanting us to do here, when we're ready, call for push. He's going to probably push us face south, and one of these two, Alpha Bravo, will taxi to the end of the runway. All right, now let's get going. Brookman Park, which I actually never knew that's what it stood for. Brookman's Park. Okay, now I know. I never knew what that stood for. Basically, what they're saying is we're going to fly this departure here, including altitudes, unless they tell differently. Okay. However, with no tower, approach will do the clearance for takeoff until we see tower pop up. Oh, nope, that's Gatwick I just saw. All right. Let's get in here and get this one loaded up. All right, let's go to flight plan. Heathrow, departure. All right, we're going 9 right, correct? Double check. I got Mike up here. He said November. Plan arrivals, departures, 9 right. Okay. BPK 6, no transitions, and that makes that so much easier. So we'll go to 10 miles off the London VOR, 10 miles off of Brookman Park, 6 miles right into Brookman Park, 6,000 feet. Okay. Oh, hang on. All right. And again, you can see how this works. So back to the chart real quick. Intercept 7K, and then 195. Okay, some of these aren't gonna. Okay, intercept. Perfect. It's a little confusing, I'll give it that. Okay. Oh, like, why aren't you flipping with us? Okay, from Bookman, we're looking at Torty match. And I just kind of go out and look to make sure we're cooking across Gaspa, Ratlow, Redfa. Redfa is actually, I believe, where our arrival begins, 23 or lower. Sulat to Sugal, and Sugal, they'll tell us where they want, but we're expected between 10,000 and 7,000. Okay. Now, from here, we go to Amsterdam, arrival. We're doing the 3-6 right ILS. Which one are we on? Redfa. Got it right here on the chart. 1 alpha. Transition Sugal, sorry. There are no star transitions. They name them after your initial fix. Okay, so off Sugal, we're going to fly. This one gets a little complicated, so hang on. So insert. Let me get back and we'll double check slot and Sugal. All right, then we're going to fly direct SPL, sorry, out to AM 160, AM 161. Nuco. And everything looks good. If we got to go out to hold, I think it's just a straight out. And then they'll tell us what they want. So as you can see, climb immediately 002 to AM 637, then 637, I'm sorry, 163. Immediately, do not overshoot the initial altitude, so forth. Okay, and then we'll have a little flight plan to Brussels. Okay, that was pretty simple. All right, we can get rid of charts and let's get to work. RadNav looks good. If we got to come back, performance. Everyone's favorite page. Why? Because it means we're just about ready. Oh, what are we showing? Hang on, E7. Getting a little busy here. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is build it here, and then we'll just hopefully have it right here. All right. $10.31. $0.50. We'll keep it. That's not bad. 14 is actually 13. Anti-ice off. Config auto. Oh, air is what I wanted. Here we go. Here's the numbers we're looking for. We'll go ahead and flex. So over here, oh, there it is. Okay, takeoff data, let's receive it. Clear. Now click flex, and 72, 146, 146, 148, insert. I may have, oh, it kept it. All right, and 1090, 1090 for thrust reduction. And acceleration. Engine out for 9 right, 1600. What these numbers do, you might have caught it, Excel, when you start your, can then speed up to your whatever in constraint or speed set, you can then speed up. 146, let me just look at that. Okay, and that's just a little more safety. Okay, we're done with the McDo. How about that? We'll go ahead and click in. All right, we've checked our flight. We've got performance loaded. So let's go through the final part here. Up top, fuel pumps off or on. Stand by. I'm going to kick away ground power. A little bit of strobe lights in auto, set, seat belts, emergency lights armed, landing elevation 12 o'clock high for auto, and done the fire checks. You heard those in the opening. FM or McDo is set. Coming down 1031. Let me check the Bookman Park. All right, Bookman Park climb 6,000. We'll set. Okay, and oh, Heathrow approach went down. All right, let's get away with so we're going to be facing south. Now, one thing you may not have noticed, and I'm going to zoom in. When you're at an airport and say you just can't find the ground chart, which I get, they can be hard to find sometimes. You can actually use Navigraph charts to zoom into your stand and see what they're talking about, or find your stand so you can get there quicker. I'm not going to show it because I think, let me look outside. Everything should be gone, should be closed. Not sure where 546 is. Ah, it's that one. British Airways 15's pulling out. Got 11 taxiing. How's the lineup look? Not too bad. I got to set 7501. Just getting ACARs up and running, and we'll be up and running here as well. There we go. And we are on the ACAR system. Cool. All right, let's get that in there. 7501. All right, I'm just letting ATC get a little airtime here. Looks like we got a couple to wait on. Give you a little bird's eye view kind of what the airport looks like. A lot of aircraft, a lot of traffic. Go ahead, pull the jetway away. Flight Deck 1. Hey, welcome in. Sorry, I didn't have my phone turned. Oh, my bad. First off, my bad. I had ATC still turned down for you guys. Hang on, let me get my phone turned on here. All right, to answer your question, yes, this is default scenery for Heathrow in X-Plane 12. Sorry about that. I totally forgot to click that when I came on. Anyway, but yeah, it is the default scenery out of Heathrow. Oh, wait. Now I know what I'm hearing.
November, can we use November 10 for departure? That's Canadian 51 November. I don't remember that part, so you get the taxi stop on Unicom. We're going on Unicom. Roger that. Canadian 51 November.
Ground Speedbird 407, we're ready to push from stand 552 with November.
That 407 stand 552, pushed up through base, actually, standby.
Speedbird 407, I think I heard standby.
Standby break through at 15 miles, Unicom, bye-bye.
Okay, you're going to the night to warm up, yeah.
Bed 6 fully raised taxi.
Okay, guys, pull the chocks.
Bed 407, after the company, Boeing 777 passes from left to right, stand 55.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Hang on. After, oh, what in the... Sorry about that. After company traffic passes, cleared to push, face south. Speedbird 407.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
6 Juliet, taxi straight ahead Alpha, hold Dasso. Alpha, hold Dasso, shuttle 6 Juliet.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Cleared to connect, will be facing south.
Shuttle 6 Juliet, March Unicom, bye-bye. Unicom, shuttle 6 Juliet, bye. Bed 64, taxi Charlie, right Bravo, hold Oster. Taxi Charlie, right Bravo, hold Oscar, Speedbird 61. Speedbird 706 Victor, on Bravo, request taxi.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Bravo, left Foxtrot, right Alpha, hold Walker. Taxi Bravo, left Foxtrot, Alpha.
They sometimes annoying.
202 on Romeo, request taxi. Fisher 2 on Romeo, taxi. Straight ahead, hold 05 Whiskey.
Come on.
05 Whiskey, 211.
This is the part when you get a busy airport you hate. They just take their time.
Heathrow ground, good evening, Virgin 46 kilo on Alpha. Virgin 46 kilo, Heathrow ground.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alpha, Echo, link tree 6, Foxtrot, stand tree 2 1. Alpha, Echo, link 36, Foxtrot to stand 3 1, Virgin 46 kilo. 6-4, monitor Unicom, bye-bye. Heathrow ground, this is Virgin 350 at stand 546 at terminal 5B, A350 1000 with information November requesting clearance to Dubai International. Okay, back brakes, do at 6 or monitor Unicom, bye-bye.
Alright, we're just spooling up right now.
Virgin 350, Heathrow ground, hello, cleared Dubai. Detling 1 Juliet departure, squawk 7271. Cleared to Dubai International via gates 1 Juliet, squawk 7271, Virgin 350. Virgin 350, reback correct information, November's current QNH 1031. 1031, Virgin 350.
Okay, we got the avail, so we're going to go ahead because it's busy. Startup number 1.
It's your 2 on Romeo, we'll hold the Sierra focus. Kitty Hawk 2 on Romeo, March Unicom 122 decimate for crossing, after vacating, runway 27 left, call me back on 121.905. Unicom crossing, then back over to you on 121.905.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, we're just about ready to go here. Okay, lead off.
ToLiss disconnected. A bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Yeah, thanks for the pushback. That's a free utility here in X-Plane, so something to keep in mind. Hang on. All right, good deal. Let's get our trim set and we're ready to taxi. Trim for today, I don't remember, 07 up.
Heathrow ground, Kitty Hawk 2 on Romeo, flight with you at November 5 Kitty Hawk 2 on Romeo, Heathrow ground, welcome back. Taxi left Alpha, hold Hawker. Left Alpha, hold Hawker, 2 on Romeo.
All right, let's check this.
One tree X-ray, Heathrow ground, hello. Taxi right Alpha, Echo,
taxi Whitehouse, Echo stand 5, 1 Speedbird, first.
And Heathrow ground, Speedbird 407, ready to taxi.
Suez 407, taxi Charlie, right Bravo, hold Oster.
Taxi Charlie, right on Bravo, hold Oscar for Speedbird 407. Where's Oscar?
Heathrow ground hello, Turkish 2 Charlie Alpha stand 217 requesting pushback and startup.
Okay, that's great. Suez 407.
Oh, got it.
Oster. Since the holder points should be on a different chart if you don't have it.
Speedbird 407, my apologies, Oster. I've got it on my chart.
Turkish 2 Charlie Alpha, span 217, pushed on.
Took me a second to figure that one out.
Turkish 2 Charlie Alpha.
That's how they get me. And Oster will be as soon as we come out, pretty much. Wonder if it'll show up on here. 'Cause like I said, I get it. That's where they got me at the
Shark 3 Echo Sierra, Heathrow ground slow, clear Dublin
Manchester.
via Compton. Hang on. Clear to Dublin via Compton, then flight plan route. After departure, runway 09 right. Climb straight ahead to London DME 2, then turn right heading 220 degrees. Climb altitude 6,000 feet. Squawk 35, 34.
Roger, Shamrock 3 Echo Sierra, taking Dublin via Compton. Off your right, after departure, direct to London. The London DME, then turn 220 degrees, climb 6,000 feet, 3534, smoke Shamrock 33.
Shamrock 3 Echo Sierra, is that correct? 30407, miles Unicom, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom for Speedbird 407, thanks.
Getting up to 1 Romeo, miles Unicom, bye-bye.
122, that's right, thank you very much, Roy. Traffic, kitty up 21 Romeo via November 10, line up and wait 091.
London traffic, this is Speedbird 64, flying the SU-16 departure to Desiree, flight 7, 056. Heathrow traffic on the pond 211 heavy is established on final approach for ILS 09 left. Would keep that final approach, what's on an objective approach.
Heathrow traffic, kitty up 21 Romeo, clear for takeoff, 091.
Heathrow traffic, Speedbird 407 lining up and waiting, 9 right.
Heathrow traffic, Speedbird 1391 is making a turn to final now, 15 miles, will be behind the Alma pond.
Okay, final checks. Auto brakes set, terrain, radar not on yet. And how we looking up here? Takeoff good.
Heathrow traffic speedway for Quebec have vacated zone LLMs. Heathrow traffic on the pond 211 is landing runway 09 left.
And Speedbird 407 departing 9 right, Bookman 6 Juliet departure. Okay, all lights on. Constraints on, timer clear. Here we go. Okay, 80 knots. V1. Rotating. Gears up. Autos on. Okay, I'm not seeing any speed
Heathrow traffic
restrictions.
on the pond 211 has vacated 09 left.
Well, now I'm curious if I'm going to get tagged. Hang on, let me prepare for that. $119.73. All right, we are at 6,000. We got about 10 miles to go, and then we'll expect higher. All right, about another 4 or 5 miles, and we'll be cleared to 27,000. We can go ahead, de-arm the spoilers. Flaps are up. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that. We're airborne and should be there in about an hour. Let's take a look outside. I did see a contrail. Okay. All right, we're through 10,000. Lights off. Hopefully I remember to turn them back on when we get there. All right, we're on our way. Oh, it says landing light. Okay, there we go. All right, I hope you've all had a great weekend. I know I have. It has been a really good day today. Worked yesterday. It wasn't too bad. But anyway, we are now climbing to our cruise altitude. But again, hope y'all have had a wonderful weekend. Hope your week ahead looks really good as we start getting closer and closer, at least here in the States, to Halloween. And then it's on to my favorite time of the year, Christmas and Thanksgiving. So, yeah, that ought to be great. So I hope y'all enjoy the flight. This will be the only one today. We do have our granddaughter currently napping. Why, I'm currently flying. But we got some things to do with her this later this afternoon, evening time frame. So that'll be fun. So yeah, this will be the only stream of the day, but I sure appreciate y'all coming out. We're trying some new things. Yay, nay it. Let me know. Discord. And if we haven't seen it here lately, oh, you got to spell it right there, Captain. There we go. There's an invite to it. We'd love to meet and greet you there. And you'll also get information. We do have a flight planned for tomorrow. Again, I got to learn to spell. So I hope you can join us. We're going to go from Fort Lauderdale to Philadelphia. So in the latest and greatest, and if you haven't gotten the latest and greatest, there is a new version as of this morning, my time, from Zebo 0.04, I think it is, something like that. Check it out. Make sure you're up to date, because there are always some good stuff. They really pack in a great product, folks. And we'll be flying it tomorrow, the Zebo. So to me, it's better than PMDG. Two reasons. One, the flight performance and data and all of that to me is just beyond PMDG, and you cannot beat the price for it. Free. All you got to do is have X-Plane 12 and download a free, just follow the steps and it's free. I mean, to get what you get with PMDG and more, can't beat that price. Free. And hopefully here in the next few weeks or months, Level Up, another free product will be updated with, and I'm not going to get into much. Y'all are just going to have to go look at the Level Up Discord, learn for yourselves things they plan to incorporate. So, and it is, will at that point, they'll have hopefully an update to make it compatible with Zebo's. Great stuff. So anyway, we're in ToLiss today, though. It's out now almost 3 weeks now, almost a month. The ToLiss A320 CO, maybe I'm a little exaggerated. I don't remember when it released, but we're in that today. And you too can have this aircraft. All you got to do is type A3 asterisk exclamation point. Let me get that right. Exclamation point A320. And it'll give you the details. Great aircraft. The big thing with this aircraft, you have to already have the A320 Neo. It's an add-on to that. And then bring the CEO in. two separate keys. If you haven't bought the Neo, you have to have that first. Then you bring it over. So, all right, we're at 22,000. I am going to be nice to my peoples back there. Mainly so we can sell more alcohol in the cabin, and make a profit on the flight. Hang on. There we go. Oh. And 15 minutes into the flight via brake release. We're about level at our cruise altitude. Let's get our center is 120 low center. I wonder what that means, huh? 125,750. All right, and then we're gonna have to stay ahead of the game going into the others, because we have approach, tower, ground. Oh, gets kind of hectic. So, but you know, that's kind of why the people like we like flying over here in Europe, especially people like me that fly U.S. times, late morning into the afternoon. Europe is staffed up heavily, where many in the States fly a little later, which then the States are stacked up more. So, but anyway, we are just about to cruise. Now, we are obviously not flying real world time. I like to be able to do this, and you can see the aircraft and all the contrails sometimes that are around us. In the case of our last flight in Africa, you could see the terrain. But here you get to see the phenomenal clouds that Laminar has come up. Unfortunately, I cannot see any rain along our route, so our radar pretty much won't show anything. That's okay. We had some yesterday. It was pretty good. And like I said in the beginning, if only Flight Factor would get that radar working. Oh my gosh, what a flight we had last week. Into near minimums on the approach. Granted, a cruddy landing, but that was fun. With the KC-46. All right, let's look ahead. I got top of descent coming, folks, so bear with me a second here. All right, let me just get charts up here. All right, oh, we're probably not up to date. 1925, nope. All right, we're going to use the up to date. Oh, it's variable, so any wind they have, we'll use. Temperature 15. Oops. Okay, barometric pressure 3039. They got drizzle, so let's go ahead and call it wet. Temperature again 15, so I'm not going to worry too much about the anti-ice. I am going to take a look at the airport real quick where 13.6 right is. I'm going to go medium and ready to take over. All right, let's compute. Oh, no, we're not. Hang on. I don't know why it's not. Why it's not transferring. Oh, we're close, but no, we're not at that number. 141.7. Alright, so about a quarter of the way down the 11,000 foot runway. Okay, cool. Let me read the rest of this. Oh, they're expecting it to go broken 800. Nice! Another near minimum arrival. Okay, and the cool thing is, our top of descent, we gotta be, what was it? Below 23, let's get that set for 7,000. Till they tell us otherwise. Alright, let me, oh, we gotta put that in over here, doggone it. Behind the 8-ball here, hang on. $10.29. 15. We're going with 350. Real quick, 200, please. C228. Top of descent. Whew. A lot of stuff real quick comes together. All right. So, as we briefed it earlier, we're going to first, let's get our arrivals in, their performance set, top of descent winds. Okay. Speed brakes if needed. Landing lights, okay. ND, we can take that off. Go to approach or airports. All right, we are on the approach, and I don't know if I need to contact center now or not. How about or not? They are not online. The heck, did everything go down at Amsterdam? No. Yeah. They sure did. Okay, so we'll be looking for Amsterdam 121.205. The goal really is here to stay as much ahead of the game as you can radio frequencies. EHAM 121.205. Guess they heard what a performance I did in London and said, oh, we got to get off the channel for this guy. Yeah, they're definitely down. I'll be doggone. All right, well, we still have approach to deal with. It's Suggo. I'm going to go ahead and keep that descent going. All right, let's get up here and put them back in their seats. All right, so speed brake altimeters will be set at 4,000 per the ATIS. We'll get that here. If that's even still going, VATSIM. Foxtrot 36 right, still 4,000, 3206. How old is this? That doesn't say. Oh, temperature and dew point are together. Ouch. It's broken 700. Ooh, let's bring her in. Be right back. All right, folks, had to say good afternoon to the granddaughter. Woke up from her nap. All right, welcome aboard the amazing race as we get into where it kicked off officially in well, not Amsterdam. It was a town north, I think, north and west of Amsterdam. But anyway, yeah, we are... Hang on a second. We'll go now more managed. And we will be there in about 10 minutes. Now would be a good time for predictions. As we slowly get closer and closer to the cloud deck. Oh, wow. So it's just approach. No tower, no ground. All right. That means they probably want me to know what gate. Yeah, no. I have no idea. Again, transition level is 4,000. Hang on, I see it showing up. Oh, no. Let me double check. I'm going to set it at 5. We better be 1, 2. There we go. That way they know I know the information. See what it looks like out the windows, getting close. Okay, and again, approach. EHAM 121 205. Okay, do we have a ground? Just double checking. Nope. All right, so. And again, for those not familiar with why or what this flight's all about, disregard. We're going to be on with approach. We'll talk about it on the ground.
Speed 180 heading 260, yeah, okay.
Cap 752, 369, clear to land, the wind, variable 6 knots.
Clear to land, 265, clear land, 250.
Swiss 956, taxi gate, Bravo 27, good night. KLM 45 Quebec, behind departing Lufthansa, 908, 36 left, Victor 4 behind.
Runway 36 left, behind, taking off Lufthansa, KLM 945 Quebec.
Approach Speedbird 407 with you, inbound for 36 right.
Speed 407, hello, info golf, vectors 36 right, turn right, heading 120.
Okay, Speedbird 407 will expect all that for 36 right.
Speed 407, heading 120, descent final 70.
120 down to 7, flight level 070 or 70. Sorry, not used to over here. Speedbird 407.
No worries. Lufthansa 8 Yankee Yankee, heading 270.
270, Yankee.
It looks like we're
Space
going
29 Fox,
direct.
continue approach number 2, the wind, variable 6 knots.
Take up 36 left, KLM 45 Quebec.
Swiss 29 Fox, continue approach number 2.
Swiss 29 Fox.
KLM 45 Quebec, 36 left, clear takeoff, the wind, variable 6 knots.
Clear takeoff, runway 36 left, KLM 45 Quebec.
Lufthansa 8 Yankee Yankee, heading 330, clear INS 36 right.
Heading 360, clear down left, 36 right, Yankee.
Lufthansa 8 Yankee Yankee, speed 180 knots until 6 miles.
180.6, Lufthansa Yankee.
Lufthansa 6 November Fox, continue climb, final for 130, you're identified.
Continue climb, flight level 130, Lufthansa 6 November Fox, short. Lufthansa 4 Alpha, request to have climb.
Yes, I've called you 3 times to go to Unicom, so you need to pay attention, sir. Unicom wants to explain.
Apologies, it's a lot of traffic tonight, getting Lufthansa 4 Alpha.
Amsterdam quarter off, Transavian 880 kilo descending out of flight level 196.180 and information Foxtrot.
Hello, you can call me again, final for 130, I don't feel my
Friendly player, welcome aboard. Hello.
130, I give you a call, 880 kilo.
Swiss 29 Fox, runway 36 right, clear to land, the wind variable 6 knots.
Runway 36 right, clear to land, Swiss 29 Foxtrot.
Easy 6 Hotel Yankee, descent 2000 feet, QNH 1029 here.
Descent 2000 feet, QNH 1029, area D, 68 Hotel Yankee.
Alpha 321, hello, expect to land 36 light, turn left heading 245.
36 right, and
Friendly player, my day's been going well as we level off here.
45 Quebec, climb final for 130.
climb flight level 130, KLM 45
It's been going great. We had run audio visuals at church today. It was really a good day all around. And this flight has been, for the most part, really fun. Just getting back into the swing with European controllers.
6 November Foxtrot, Malta advisory, 1 to 2 is related.
Advise you now.
Hope your day's been great.
Good night. Spirit 407, descent final full 50.
Speedbird 407 down to 5,000.
Swiss 29 Foxtrot, taxi gate, Bravo 23.
Taxi gate Bravo, Swiss 29 Foxtrot.
Santa Yankee, kilometer 36 right, clear to land.
Clear land 36 right, Santa Yankee.
45 Quebec, climb level 130.
Fly level 130, come 45 Quebec. Papa, Lufthansa 7 Lumen Mike, passing flight to 140. Descend to 1000.
Santa 7 Romeo Mike, hello, fly heading 240, descent final full 70.
Heading 240 and descend to flight to 70 Lufthansa 7 Lumen Mike.
All stations approaching back in 30 seconds, please stand by.
All right, so EHAM approach, no ground, no tower. Okay, you may clear us off. Oh, well, happy birthday, friendly player. Obviously a phenomenal day. Unless you're as old as me, and then, you know, you wonder, is that rock older than me? But hey, happy birthday. Okay, I don't want to...
Good day, KLM for Tango 75110, direct to ASIP.
Easy 680 Yankee, heading 090.
Heading 090, easy 680 Yankee. Ship will approach, KLM 789er Alpha, ready for taxi.
45 Quebec, advisory, altitude is related, detect.
Altitude, that's my KLM 45 Quebec, van Adel.
Cap 789 Alpha, taxi holding point to runway 36 left, at SQ5, to also runway 36 enter.
Alright, taxiing to holding point runway 36 left by 185 and crossing runway 36
Thank you for the dive. We're level at where he told us.
4 Romeo Tango, hello, information call, vector sign S369, descent final full 70 now.
We have Golf involved, and I'm 36 right, KLM 4 Tango.
Cap 4 Romeo Tango, proceed direct to Karov, Kilo Alpha, Romeo Oscar Foxtrot.
Okay, everything, landings on constraints.
Karov, I will set your text.
Just in case, we better go here.
Lufthansa 321, descent falls 50.
Lufthansa Yankee,
Lufthansa Yankee, taxi gate Bravo 35, good day.
Bravo 35, Lufthansa Yankee.
Lufthansa Aviated Kilo, hello, information call, vectors 369, descent final full 0.
36 right, and say again the altitude.
Easy 680 Yankee, turn left heading 030, cleared ILS 369.
Left heading 030 and cleared ILS 36 right, easy 680 Yankee. Sorry, approach, you came in a little broken. Could you say again the flight level for Transavia 88 Kilo?
Yes, Lufthansa Aviated Kilo, descent final full 70.
7036 right, 88 Kilo.
I said 230, hello, information, Golf, vectors 369, descent final full 70. Speedbird 407, descent 2000 feet, QNH 1029er.
1029er for the QNH down to 2000, Speedbird 407.
Aviated Kilo, flying 060.
06 advise 8 kilo.
I don't see this plane that's supposed to, unless they're at a different airport.
Scandinavian 155, hello, information Golf, vectors ILS 36 right, fly heading 220. Vansa 7 Romeo Mike, heading 220.
And in 220 returns the SimBrief back.
Easy 68 Alpha Yankee, runway 36 right, clear to land, the wind variable 6 knots.
First line 36 right, easy 68 Hotel Yankee.
Speedbird 407, heading 030, cleared ILS 36 right.
030, cleared for the ILS 36 right, Speedbird 407.
Seven 8 kilo, yeah, that's approved, and is now final 50, high speed approved.
50 high speed approved 8 kilo.
Yeah, if you can make it 250 or greater.
250 or greater.
Vansa 7 Romeo Mike, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, returns the 7 Romeo Mike.
Climb 4 Romeo Tango, speed 220 knots.
Speed 24, Tango.
Scandinavian 1555, descent final 70. Skipper approach easy 65 Hotel Uniform descending final 130, final light 0. Confirm 65 Hotel Yankee. I firm easy 65 Hotel Yankee. Easy 65 Hotel Yankee, hello. Information Golf Vectors ILS 36 right. Leave Sugol heading 150. ILS 36 right, leave Sugol heading 130, easy 65 Hotel Yankee. And the heading is 150, and you can descend now final 70. Sorry, what was the heading again?
Alright, let's arm up the spoilers.
Heading 150.
Heading 150, apologies, easy 65 Hotel Yankee.
No worries. Tot AVK 8 kilo, left by 5 degrees, and descent 2000, acceleration final 4 now.
Left by 5 and down to flight level 4, Sedot, clear TV 8 kilo.
Vansa 7 Romeo Mike, and descent final 50.
Tango 250, returns 7 Romeo Mike.
And 4 Romeo Tango, left by 5 degrees, descent final 50.
Left 5 degrees, left 5 before.
Yeah, the good news is we got the runway in sight.
Scandinavian 1555, speed 220 knots.
2000.
Isaiah 230, fly heading 230.
Fly heading 230 and then 232.
KLM 4 Tango, apologies, that was more than 5 degrees, we'll come back.
No worries. The terrain is even better now, so that's good.
Go ahead.
Spirit 407, proceeding traffic vacating, runway 36 right, clear to land, the wind variable 6 knots.
Yeah, Speedbird 407, airfield in sight and cleared to land.
Transavia 68 kilo, descent 2000 feet, QNH 1029er, and can start reducing the speed 210.
2000 feet, 1009 reducing. Translate 8 kilo.
Vansa 7 Romeo Mike, descent 1000 feet, QNH 1029er.
Jet 3000 feet, QNH 1029, returns the 7 Romeo Mike.
Easy 68 Hotel Yankee, taxi gate Hotel 1.
Taxi gate Hotel 1, easy 68 Hotel Yankee.
1000.
Scandinavian 1555, descent final 50.
Flight level 5.
Alpha 7 Romeo Mike, turn right, heading 270, speed 210.
Speed 200, sorry, heading Saitek, Lufthansa 7 Romeo Mike.
Heading 270.
In 270, Lufthansa 7 Romeo Mike, thank you.
I say 230 left, heading 220. Alpha 8 kilo, heading 030, cleared ILS 369.
030 support 36 right.
Okay, we'll be landing.
Alpha 7 Romeo Mike, heading 330,
Stable.
cleared ILS 369. Speed 210 until 10 miles and 180 until 6.
100
Heading
above.
220, clear IS 36 right approach and speed 200
Minimum.
knots until 10 miles. On Lufthansa 7 Romeo Mike.
Yes, 210 till 10 and 180 till 6.
Speed 200 knots until confirm Alpha Mike 636 Lufthansa 7 Romeo Mike.
50,
Yeah, that's fine.
40,
Can I follow Romeo Tango at 3000 feet,
10,
speed 210.
2000 feet, speed 210 for Romeo Tango.
Performance 3000 feet, on the QNH 10 to 9.
3000 feet and QNH 10 for Romeo Tango.
QNH 155, descend 3000 feet, QNH 10 to 9. 3000 feet, QNH 10 to 9, that's QNH 155. Speedbird 407, taxi gate to Delta 6.
Taxi to gate Delta 6, Speedbird 407.
The gate is Delta 16, Delta 16.
Oh, Delta 16 for Speedbird 407. We're off at Echo 1.
Climb 4 Romeo Tango, heading 330, cleared ILS 369.
You 330 cleared ILS 36 right for Romeo Tango.
Climb 4 Romeo Tango, speed 210 until 6, until 10 and 180 until 6. So 210 till 10, 180 till 6.
Speed 210 till 10, 180 till 6 for Romeo Tango.
DC 65 Romeo Yankee, Hotel Yankee, descent 560 and the speed 210. 560, speed 210, easy 65 Hotel Yankee. Alpha 8 kilo, runway 369, clear to land. The wind variable 6 knots.
I think I went on the wrong one.
Amsterdam approach, goedenavond, Brasilia 5362, descending flight level 230. Mijn luchtruim begint op 150, dus dat mag je wel opnieuw roepen. Zeker. Je mag wel opnieuw roepen op flight level 130. Roger that, tot straks.
KLM for Vancouver, heading 330.
Even, and your clear time is 369.
And established 36 right, I local address for Romeo Tango.
Alpha 7 Romeo Mike, speed 160 until 4.
All I had to do was go straight ahead, folks. Well, I'm not used to this
Romeo
airport.
Mike, speed 160 until 4 miles.
Delta 16.
Lieutenant 7 Romeo Mike.
Scan even 155, speed 200. I say 230 left, heading 210. Scan even 155, heading 270. Heading 270. I say 230 descent, 5040. Easy 65 Yankee, descent 5040. San Falum 40, Easy 6, 5 Hotel Yankee.
Alright, hang on. I'm
Can
gonna
I
do one more thing.
clear line S369.
Heading 230.
Sorry, folks, I know a lot goes on. Short taxis.
Cirrus 369, descent final full 70.
Approach November 141 Mike Delta. We're descending to 2000 for ILS runway 06
November 141 Mike Delta, hello. You're cleared ILS runway 06 on descending. From 7 Romeo Mike, runway 36 lights clear to land. The wind favorable
Alright,
4
brakes
knots.
set. Ignition.
Mike.
You're wings 21 Whiskey, firing 210, final full 70.
One thing I forgot again.
Easy 650 Yankee, heading 090. Heading 090, easy 650 Yankee. I say 230, the speed 200. And for Tango, continue approach number 2, the speed 180 till 6.
Where'd all the planes go?
approach 180 till 6 full, Tango.
Amsterdam, KLM 789 or Alpha.
Now I
Ready to
see.
go, runway
Oh,
365.
what happened there? Little
789 Alpha,
snafu.
36 left clear takeoff, the wind favorable 4 knots.
So takeoff 36 left for KLM 789 or Alpha.
Scandinavian 1555, speed 180 knots until 6 miles. Easy 650 Yankee, 2000, QNH 1030. 201030, easy 650 Yankee. All stations new Schiphol QNH 1030. You're wings 21 Whiskey, descent final full 40.
Descend flight level 400 with 200.
Easy 650 Yankee, heading 080. Heading 080 degrees, easy 650 Yankee. I say 230, descent 3000 feet, QNH 1030.
Oh, you'd think there'd be more airplanes here. As busy as he is. Wow.
I say 230, heading 270.
Wow. I am really, he is phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. You know, for that, hang on.
November 14 Mike Delta, runway 06 clear to land, the wind variable 4 knots.
For ATC today, kudos. Thank you. Great job, guys. Great job. I'm not going to get on the channel and tell them that. But if you're watching, great job. We sure appreciated what you did, and you're definitely got a talent at it. That's for sure.
Mike, taxi gate Bravo 15.
Taxi gate Bravo 15, and return similar Mike.
And for Romeo Tango, runway 36 lights clear to land, the wind variable 4 knots.
Peter Land 36 right, KLM 4 Romeo Tango.
Hey, this Kilo, I guess you find your gate already, Delta 56.
Is that okay if we take Delta 90?
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks. I
All
say
right.
Zulu heading 310.
Well, folks, I'm going to leave him on in the background. Oh, hang on, wrong button. Pirate file.
2900 Yankee, heading 030, cleared ILS, runway 369, the speed 180 until 6 miles. 180 to 6, left heading.
They got us at 240 feet a minute. It's too far back for me to go look, so we'll catch it here. Hey, welcome to Amsterdam. We had some phenomenal ATC today, folks. I have to say, they did a wonderful job. I, on the other hand, have to do a little more at it. Okay, so let's take a look at this via Elevate. Well, actually, let's make sure we got everything done. Unlock parking brake set. How the brakes doing? Okay, if we're in the chocks, let's check.
Level 130 for KLM 1789 Alpha.
Let's go ahead and pull the brakes off. Why? You're in the chocks, so you're not supposed to be moving. Two, it gets the metal off metal, and it allows cooling a little bit quicker, so it's a little safer to operate around the plane. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a great flight. Now, what we were trying to say, and I'm going to turn him down. What we do, what I like the flight, it came about because finding, what kind of flights out there would people like? I have a hard time sometimes. So there's this great TV show here in the US called The Amazing Race. And they go around the world. And it gets some really good long distance runs if you want to fly them. Or in the case of this season, there's going to be a lot of short hauling. I forget how many destinations. I'm not going to look it up. But basically, it's a dozen and a half, 2 dozen people racing around the world in teams of 2. This year, they're reality TV stars from Big Brother and something else like Survivor, I want to say, here in the States. So if you're familiar with them, you'll know some of these faces from days past. Anyway, they race around the world, and they, one team falls off every week, until they're down to their final one that comes in first. They get $1 million. Well, this year, and I think they did this last year, the teams departed. Actually, I think they raced. I'm not sure. I didn't catch that episode. But this year, they basically flew in to Amsterdam Schiphol here. And then from there, got their first clue where they needed to go. First one there was awarded some things, and they all came to the same point, and then they start the race. They will end up at, like I said, the first team to cross that finish line wins the $1 million. Now, they have already done 2 weeks worth for us, for them, a couple days. Some of the legs already. So we're kind of catching up, but I like to do that to kind of, not give away anything from the show. So you maybe go watch it. It's a really good show if you like travel. I'm going to tell you this much right now for Flying with Mike. I live vicariously through the contestants of whatever season, because there's a good chance I'll never get to do it. So, me and my wife live vicariously through what they're doing. Each place they go, there are challenges, and they're interesting to watch. The to and from places, I think I could do pretty well. The language barriers could be a problem, but the challenges, they could be just that, challenging. So, but anyway, that's the whole premise behind the flights we'll do when you see an amazing race in the title. We're just following where they are. They are right now in Prague on TV. I don't know how many episodes they have planned there. I think they're on their way out, the next one. Most likely this season that we're watching right now is going to be a lot of trains. However, we all know aircraft go to Prague. Aircraft go to probably every one of their stops. So that's what we're doing. All right, so that's the premise. If you missed it in the beginning, we mentioned it there. So let's see how we did coming into Amsterdam using Elevatech as our first one, and then the official one. Okay, so you can see how we took off. There's the Brookman Park departure that we did, and here's the vectored arrival. I like that because otherwise we'd have flown over the airport, out and around and in. So that was kind of fun to be vectored. All right, so let's do this. Let's complete it. Now, I have been asked, why don't you do clips from the shows? I don't know if I have permission to do that. I'm doing this all on my own. They have no idea I'm doing this, and there's probably a good chance they'll probably say, you can't do it. And that's fine. I'll stop, but I'll still fly the flights. I just won't put the name to it. So, but anyway, it is fun. It's a neat, help generate ideas where to fly to, not every flight back to back to back to back to back will be it, but it helps to generate some, helps me with getting some good flight information. All right, back to the current flight into Amsterdam. We landed 266 feet a minute, 120 knots. That's a little slow at 1.4 Gs. Okay. And I know why I chopped the power, because we ended up getting high again. But with an 11,000 foot runway, I wasn't too worried. Zooming in, did we do a bunny hop? Oh, no, we didn't. And we were pretty close to the center line. I thought it was more of a militaristic landing where you're this half of the runway's one plane, this half of the runway's the other plane, landing side by side. It didn't happen, thank goodness. And looking at this, we're 1,500, 2,000, about 2,500 feet down the runway. Sim Toolkit will verify that. All right, and then again, we are parked. You know what? Let me do this. I know I got to re-zoom in. Shame on me for not doing this ahead of time. So here's where we are, D16. Okay. Oh, there's one of the several freight areas. I didn't know that. I thought that was KLM regionals, huh? But freight, and now we learned freight. So, all right, but it was a fun flight. So let's kick Elevatech out of here. And let's bring in the official scorekeeper, I call it, Sim Toolkit. It really does put a lot of great information out there. Oh, did London Center came up. Center's back up with the Netherlands or Amsterdam. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. Okay, there we go. All right, so 300 feet a minute, 119. That is just slow, and 1.8 Gs. So it was a bit that the Queen had her coffee spilled, probably. Shame on me. I know, off with my head, I know. How dare. Oh, God, excuse me. Oh, forgive me. Did not mean to hiccup and burp all at once. Okay, and I will need to check into something on this. Okay, so an hour and 8 minutes, 200 miles, 2,200 kilograms of fuel. We know that part. This is where I like Sim Toolkit. Now, I do like that Elevatech gives you an idea where you landed and all that good stuff. What the heck? Why didn't I get any report? Interesting. Something happened. Either it disconnected en route? I don't know. Anyway, we're about 20 feet off the center line there. So that's not too bad. But anyway. Now that kind of stunk. Oh, these are... I wonder why he parked us where KLM parks. Or is it just a hodgepodge? I think, oh, it is a hodgepodge. Okay. That's why. Hang on a second, I'm just curious. But anyway, it doesn't matter. What a bummer. Usually we get some pretty good information out of them. All right, well, we've been on the ground long enough here, held you guys up long enough explaining the flights. look for us in future flights on this. Monday, tomorrow, we are planning American Airlines Fort Lauderdale to Philadelphia. And we're going to be doing the Zebo 737. Surprise, surprise. I know many were going to think, you're going to do another A320 flight. No, we're going to go back to the 737. So for now, folks, we're going to go ahead, head out of here. I hope you really had a great time, great day. Thank you for spending some time with us. Huffy89 just followed us. Thank you so much. We sure appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you on future flights. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that follow button. And if you're new to us on YouTube, this video will go up to YouTube later today. Feel free to hit that subscribe, and if you like it, like it. We'd love those thumbs up. All right, so I hope y'all enjoy the day, and we got a great verse of the day. I'll tell you, I know I was it's from 1 Corinthians. It's something everyone should take into heart, and it's about love. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, love does not boast, love is not proud. Pretty, and there's more in verses 5 on, but I hope that kind of resonates with you folks. So we're gonna send you, well, if you're on Twitch, we'll look for someone to send this to, but I want to say thank